Making a living off of YouTube has never really been something I would characterize as being stable or very reliable or very constant by any stretch of the imagination. Like most people, I had various jobs before. I bounced from place to place for a while after I settled at the same job for about 6 or 7 years. And you know what? Like any job, it got same old rather quickly. But they were always constant. It was always reliable, dependable. You had that income from that specific place all the time, or relatively all the time. And you could slack sometimes. It was possible, right? You could invest less of yourself today in your job simply because you felt sick or you felt bad or you just weren't in the mood or you didn't feel you could do a great enough job. You would still get that paycheck. Or at least that's how it went for me. When I started YouTube, I started because I was passionate about YouTube. I had a role model. It was John Bain, the Total Biscuit. I don't know if you guys remember him or know him. He was the best, from my subjective point of view, the best gaming critic we had on YouTube. Unfortunately, he died a couple of years ago when I started playing Warframe. I think he passed away around the time I was making the Bazaar review, because I have a memorial, kind of like a moment of silence for him at the end of that vid, the 2018 Bazaar review. A lot of things changed for me since then. I found a certain dose of success, if you will. But it has never really been easy making a living off of YouTube, nor has it ever. Don't ever believe, at least for a creator of my size, don't ever believe it was glamorous. There is the whole fame thing. It's honestly more of a issue rather than anything else. Don't ever believe we make a ton of money. We make maybe we make a living, and even that really depends on your standard, where you're from, what country you're from, what is the minimum wage in your place, and so on and so forth. You can, if you work really hard, to make a living off of YouTube. There is another possibility. You can be a smash success overnight. If you look at me, I was never a smash success overnight. Everything I did had to be grinded out. Grind. I have a lot more videos than other content creators or YouTubers of this size. And I'm not complaining. I am simply not a natural talent. I am simply not somebody who blew up overnight. I had to get here by grinding. And I don't have a problem with that. I will put in the work because it is satisfying and I do like what I do. Let's be honest here. YouTube is a great job to have. It is, if you can maintain it. Over the years, they pulled a lot of, I don't want to say shady because everything was legal. Then again, legality is a matter of power, not necessarily of justice. They pulled a lot of stuff. Needless to say, it wasn't particularly easy up until this point, but it was rewarding at times. This is the latest thing that is not even Google. This is not Google. This is not YouTube. This is the United States taxing people outside of the United States. Is this legal or not? There's a lot of comments going on. You can make it legal. It's not important if it's right or not, as long as they can pull it off. I am not here. I will not stand here and lecture you or argument or try to color your opinion in any way, shape, or form. I'm here to show you this. That's all I'm gonna do. There are some mitigating aspects like tax treaties between countries, but even then, even if you do use those tax treaties, there are repercussions. There are certain things which are involved in doing that will reflect on you in another way. I don't know what else to tell you. The only thing that Google or YouTube could do to mitigate this is to reduce their cut. In case you didn't know, from everything we make, YouTube takes 45%. Straight off the bat. Gone. After they take that 45%, what you're left with from that is 55%, it's another grand total. From that grand total, you gotta pay taxes in your country. That's how it works, if you wanna be legit. And then, of course, I will have to give the US a little bit as well, in case my country does not have a trade agreement that brings you down to zero taxes. Some countries do, other countries do not. This will crush a whole lot of small YouTubers, but again, I said I wouldn't try to color your opinion in any way. That's not important. I never really pushed on you stuff like Patreon. It wasn't really something I wanted to do. I have a few videos. I think I do a Patreon vid every 2 years. Hey guys, there is a Patreon in that sense. I will say that this is my demographic though. 67 to 66% of my total earnings come from the United States. This has always been this way. And no matter what you think, I will be impacted pretty severely, I might add. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. If you guys want the content to keep coming, there is a Patreon, the LeyzarGamingViews Patreon. I will link it in the cards right now. I will link it in the description down below for your ease of use. If you want to help me keep making the content, consider Patreon. And I think that's all I wanted to say. I'll catch you guys in the next one.